What's up, y'all? It's Thunderfoot, friends, family, and followers. Well, I finally figured out how to upload videos to YouTube, so this will be to YouTube and then to Facebook. So this will probably be the first video that you guys will receive in a timely fashion that is somewhat time accurate. So you should get it in 6 to 7 days when I see my family around Bland, Virginia. I just came out of Damascus. The last video that I recorded, which you'll probably watch simultaneously with this, was at Van Gogh Hostel, which was 4 days ago, 4 days-ish. I can't quite remember, something like that. Filled you guys in on kind of what was going on. But yeah, so today I made it into Virginia. Finally exited out of Tennessee permanently. Let's see, that's Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. So this will be my 4th state out of 14. But the northern East Coast states will go faster. But yeah, so I did a 19-mile day yesterday. Or how did I do that? Actually, I think I made it from... no, that's not quite right. No, that was before Van Gogh. So I might have made it actually in 3.5 days, because I think I did, I did 2 16-mile days, and then after Van Gogh, and then I did a 19-mile day yesterday, and today my target is 19 miles, although I'm just taking it slow and nice today. It sounds weird doing 19 miles in a day and you feel just relaxed and easy, but the area around Damascus is some of the easier, terrain in the area, in Virginia at least, or so what I've heard and from what I've seen on the map. Yesterday, 19 miles it felt like a normal 17-mile day in Georgia or whatever, in North Carolina. But let's see what happened since then. Well, I camped with this couple, Teddy and Annie, for a night and talked to them for a while. Tried to thru hike last year. They're retired, but the guy threw his back out, so they're trying it again. In full pack weights, they're carrying 28 pounds, which is insane. Mine actually weighed 40 pounds at Van Gogh Hostel, with full of food, way more food than I needed. So my pack, I started out with a 60-pound pack from home, and now it's down. It was at 40 at Van Gogh, and then got some planned trail magic thanks to Will and his girlfriend, who were on spring break from IUPUI. Will is the son of a guy who my dad works with, the Bradley family, and Mary, his daughter, graduated a semester early from high school like me last year, and attempted a thru hike but got to Pennsylvania. But her brother and his girlfriend came out and met me at US 91. And I got up real early because I wanted to meet him and get there on time. We had planned to meet at 11. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, left at 6:45, which was my earliest start yet, and just booked it there, and ended up getting there at 9:45 and waiting an hour and 15 minutes. And I was so cold that I couldn't even move my thumb. It was frozen into position. So I had to put on all these layers of using my teeth. It just sticks, pulling. It was awful. But I ended up, I probably dropped 5 to 10 pounds of weight. Things that you think you need, my solar charger, I ditched that because I'm just planning on doing less phone usage, and it's impractical. If I end up wanting to use my phone more, I'll use an extender, because I don't go through more than a full charge of battery in 5 days. So usually I can charge it, I just charged mine in Damascus, and then I ditched my camp shoes, my Crocs that I carried for 200 miles, since Standing Bear, just after the Smokies. I just really don't need them. They're nice, but it's not worth the wait. I ditched my multi-tool, which is a juice. It's like a pocket knife thing, but it was nice. My grandfather gave it to me, and I was using it, but not all the attachments, and it had pliers, and it was heavy. So I actually just bought a small little Gerber, a really small thing at the outdoor store here in Damascus, and it's just really light, and only a small little knife, and it's all that I need. It weighs probably like half an ounce, like hardly anything. Let's see, and I did some other stuff, like a couple of tent stakes, a couple of plastic pieces off of gear that I just don't need. My Katan and pump filter that stopped working or clogged. I had thrown away the filter, but I sent back the actual like instruments used to house the filter. Iodine tablets that I'd used when my filter broke. A 1 liter water bottle that I was using to purify water, which now I just have my 2.5 liter platypus, the one that I got for free, and then they're off of warranty, and then the platypus. Let's see, and other various things that I can't really remember. Small stuff. I'm thinking about ditching my tent, the actual tent itself, and keeping the ground tarp and the fly and the poles, but ditching the tent. But I'm afraid it might get buggy in the summer, so when my parents come out in 7 days, I might try and experiment camping that way, and if it works out, then I'll ditch it. But yeah, they picked me up, and they were really nice. It was great meeting them. Thank you guys so much if you're watching this video, and the whole Bradley family. Huge shout out to you guys. They took me to a Mexican restaurant and ate a nice big meal, chips and dip, and Will gave me some trail advice because he's hiked 1,200 miles of the trail. He hiked a very large portion of it with Mary, and then slightly longer after she left. And they also left me with some food, which was great. I mean, I already had more food than I needed, probably 4 more days of food than I needed, but they left me with a jar of Jiffy hazelnut chocolate peanut butter, which is awesome. That stuff is over 200 calories an ounce. Usually I try and go 100 calories per ounce with hiking food, but 200 calories an ounce is insane. It's mostly sugar, but it tastes great. Definitely something that I'll buy more of. Left me with tortillas, which I love. I just haven't really bought a whole bunch of, but I've already eaten most of them and bought more here in Damascus. And a couple of Cliff Builder bars and some chocolate-covered or peanut butter M&Ms, awesome, and salami. So I dined last night. That was just yesterday. So I hiked 8 miles in the morning and then hiked 11 miles after they left me. 19 total. So that was great, and ditched some of my gear. So my pack was a lot lighter then, despite the fact that I still had 4 days of extra food. But my pack just feels so much lighter now, which is fantastic. And I'm planning on switching my Gregory backpack, this one that weighs probably like 6 pounds that I bought off of Craigslist, for my old Grand Teton pack that I got in middle school. That's a lot smaller and maybe a couple of pounds, a lot lighter weight. I don't need all the room that I needed initially, if I can fit everything in there. But anyways, I woke up this morning real early at 4:30 actually, and was like, God was like, yeah, just go when you wake up, and I did, and I wasn't that tired, and I just kind of went. I mean, I took it easy. You can spend the trail in 3 ways, or hike in 3 ways in your time. You have to cover the mileage, but you can either spend time in the mornings, at night, or during the day on the trail, just chilling. And I normally take a balance. Like, I normally wake up. I spend a little bit of time in the morning. I wake up, read a couple chapters of the Bible, and if it's cold in the morning, I'll cook, like boil some water and make a cup of soup. Or this morning I made ramen and oatmeal and some cups of soup. I ate a lot this morning, and just kind of chill, read the Bible for a bit, and then I'll go. So I left at 6:15, which was even earlier than the day before, my earliest start, and made it to Damascus 10 miles by 10 o'clock. Yeah, I was in Damascus by 10 o'clock today, or just like 10 to 10:15, which is really good time. I mean, it was just, it was kind of lumpy, like you go up and down when you're ridge running, but it was mostly downhill and really easy grade, really easy hiking. So, yeah, I rolled into Damascus, and let's see what I do. Well, first I visited the public restroom, which was very refreshing, and then I went to the ATM, withdrew some cash because I'm pretty low, and I proceeded to the Dollar General to peruse for probably like 45 minutes. Never knew I could spend so much time in a Dollar General. I just walked in and I was just smiling all the way through, looking at all the food. I ended up buying, because the food that I have, it's going to take me 5 days max to get to Atkins, Virginia. I could probably make it in 3. I'll probably make it in 4 to 4.5. So, honestly, I probably had enough food to get there, but I'm used to carrying a lot more food, and I want to be safe. So, this is the first time that I haven't had a food drop, and I'm just buying food myself. So, before it's been halfway my fault, halfway my mom's fault for, packing, mostly my fault for telling her to pack too much food, but now it's all going to be on me, because if I'm carrying too much food, it's my own fault. So hopefully I'll eat it all. It's a lot. It's really heavy. All I had to buy was a jar of peanut butter, a pack of tortillas, a thing of bologna, and a small box of Pop-Tarts. And then I kind of caved and bought a bag of frosted animal crackers and a jar of queso and a bag of tortilla chips, all for $4. So it was like nothing. But then I walked to the Outfitters with all my loaded grocery bags or grocery bag, and got to talking to the owner who about fly fishing, and I'd been wanting to fly fish, but I just didn't want to carry a rod, and it's not always convenient to stop at the streams. And I hadn't even thought about this, but what he said, when he hikes or mountain bikes or anything, he just carries about 7 feet of line in his back pocket with 3 flies, and just will tie it onto a stick or his hiking pole and just fish with that, kind of like a cane pole. And he says there's trout all in these streams. I haven't seen any. I've been looking, but I guess it's not like Colorado. Colorado, I was able to tell, but